It's dropping people pretty quick.
Hey guys, what's up? My name is T-Space, and welcome back to another gameplay commentary. I know it's been a while, I do apologize, but this video is going to explain where I've been for the past week, and I'm also going to be talking about the patch notes. So, I will leave a description or an annotation on the screen if you just want to skip to the patch notes. And yeah, so to start off, I've been doing a lot of studies this past week. It's been kind of taking over my life. I wanted to do well in school, so I decided to study, right? And I think I did pretty well. And yeah, I mean, I'm really glad that my finals are now over. I don't have to worry about that anymore, which is always good. And overall, it's just less stress is the best. Also, along with me studying, I had to move my entire upstairs downstairs, and that was a pain. I'm not the strongest person in the world, so that was quite difficult for me. And overall, it was very time-consuming, and it was very tiresome. The reason why we're doing that is because we're remodeling the upstairs, so we have to, pretty much bring everything downstairs in order for it to work. We don't want the builders, to get crowded with all the stuff that's already up there. So that's been taking a lot of time and effort, and we're almost done, I would say. We just have to move a couple more things, but overall, it's going well. And last but not least, I've actually been taking a break from this game. Now, keep in mind, before you freak out or whatever, I'm not quitting Battlefield. I just decided to take a break. Reason being is because when I take breaks from games is usually because I feel like I'm about to get burnt out on it. Like cars on a tire. If I get burnt out on a game, I just don't go back to it. Like when you buy new tires for your car, you don't go back to your old tires because they're either worn out and really skinny, and if you use them, then you might die because they pop and then your car might crash. So just like that, I don't go back to games where I feel I got burnt out on. I don't know why I feel like this or I do this. It just seems like it just happens. I really don't have any explanation for it, but that's pretty much the reason. And to take a break from this game, or the game that I'm taking a break from this game, is Jesus, I can't even speak. It's been a while. So the game I've been playing to take a break from Battlefield 3 is a game called Guild Wars 2. Now, I didn't buy Guild Wars 2. One of my good friends, No Pants Hero, bought me it, and I told him not to, but arguing with No Pants is like punching a brick wall. Unless you're Superman, you can't really break through it. So since I'm not Superman, I was losing the conversation before it even started. Like, we'd be arguing, and I'd be telling him not to get me it, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, between my argument on why he shouldn't get me it, he just buys it for me. He goes, "Hey, T-Space, I bought you the game." And I'm like, what am I supposed to do then? I mean, he just does this, and it in a sense it pisses me off, but in a sense it makes me also extremely happy because he bought me this game. So I'm getting mixed emotions during this entire conversation when we're talking about Guild Wars. And of course, like I said, he always wins most conversations, so I just whatever. No Pants, for watching this, I have no words for you, okay? I have no words for you. But anyhow, I've been playing Guild Wars for like the past week pretty consistently. I would have to say this is a game where I was extremely happy with. I mean, this is probably the most fun I've ever had with a game in a while. It's not rage-inducing. It's not really that stressful. Overall, it's just a very fun game. To tell you the truth, I don't really think I've ever had or gotten to the point when I'm playing Guild Wars 2 where I rage quit. Of course, I've gotten frustrated, trying to figure out some puzzles or doing a mission or trying to figure out how to complete certain tasks. But other than that, it's been fairly fun. I mean, when I do, get stuck and then I do figure it out, I go, "Oh, wow, I can't believe I didn't think of that before." And then, of course, I memorize it. And, next time I actually get into that situation or into that problem again, I know how to fix it. But overall, I've been playing Guild Wars a lot. I made a Guardian, if you do care. I made a Guardian, and he's like level 60 now. And, oh, man, it's so much fun. Just bags, and I just don't even know, just bags of fun. But overall, I've been having a great time in Guild Wars 2, and it is a great break from Battlefield 3. Another reason why I'm taking a break from Battlefield 3 is because the DLC is coming out. Since I've been playing this game for a while, I've been playing it for about, I'd say, 600 hours or so, or maybe close to 700 hours, which is a lot. I didn't want to get burned out before this new DLC came out, because of course if I got burned out on the game, then I probably wouldn't want to play the DLC, and that would be, you know, kind of a waste of money. I mean, I bought premium for a reason, and you know, I want to play these maps, and of course I'm very excited for them. But that's pretty much what I've been doing for the past week, so I do apologize. All that stuff has, you know, made it so that I haven't had time to upload any videos to this channel, but I hope you guys do understand. Now moving on to the patch notes. Well, I'm not going to go over the entire patch notes. I'm just going to be talking about the certain things that truly interest me in the patch notes, and these are 3 topics. I'm going to be talking about the Magnum versus the Rex. I'm going to be talking about the M416 that you see right here versus the M16A3, and I'm finally going to be talking about the LMGs. So to start off, the Rex and the Magnum are completely different now, or apparently they are. DICE, I think, gave the Rex a increased fire rate and decreased the fire rate for the Magnum. So they just wanted to make these 2 guns completely different. I don't know why they wanted to. I don't know. I didn't really see a need for it. I guess people didn't really like to use the Rex over the Magnum just because, you know, maybe the Rex doesn't look as good as the Magnum. I mean, the Magnum's all, you know, chrome plated. It looks shiny and whatnot, and the Rex is kind of just this dull color. I don't know. Maybe they wanted people to, you know, be more or have this gun be more appealing to people, so, you know, they gave it a buff. But since I've been using the Magnum for a while, when I heard that they reduced the fire rate of the Magnum, it didn't really affect me too much. Since I use the Magnum as a slow firing weapon, basically I take long breaks in between each shot, it doesn't really affect me as much as most people. I don't try to spam the Magnum because I know if I try to spam the Magnum, it'll be very, very inaccurate. So I take my time with my shots, and therefore, you know, the reduced fire rate doesn't really affect me that much. But if you are one of those people who likes to spam or shoot the gun a little faster than I do, keep in mind it is a little slower. I actually tried to do the test to see how fast I can actually shoot the Magnum. It's hard to notice that, you know, it got decreased, but it's subtly there. So yes, they did decrease it. It's not a joke. It's decreased. I haven't tried the Rex yet, but from what I've heard, people have liked it. It seems like it's a very viable choice now. I mean, it was before, but just more viable now because you don't have to compare it to the Magnum anymore, I guess. But overall, if you haven't tried it, I would suggest trying it out and, you know, seeing for yourself. Now moving on to the M16A3 and the M416. In this gameplay, I'm using the M416 because it seems like it's going to be the go-to gun, well, at least in pubs. So basically the M416 got a huge buff. Basically the initial recoil was reduced, I think the side recoil was reduced also. So basically this gun is pretty much going to shoot into a vertical line. If you do not know how to control a vertical line recoil on a gun, then I'm sorry, but I really can't help you. All you really need to do is just, you know, kind of pull down on your mouse, or, you know, pull the mouse towards your body, in a sense, and basically that's how you control the recoil. This gun is extremely accurate, and overall it just seems like a very solid gun. I mean, before the patch the gun was really good, and now after the patch it's even really good. I don't know what DICE was thinking. I really don't think that the M416 needed a buff because it was already good before the patch even dropped. Now moving over to the M16A3, people thought that the M16A3 would be broken this patch because they were or it was rumored before the patch notes actually came out that the M16A3 was going to get a recoil increase, and basically it's going to be like really hard to control, or people were making it so that it sounded like that. But that's not the case, or at least for me it's not. And most of the people that I play with. The M16A3 still has the control and the speed and the accuracy that it had before. It's just that you have to control it a little differently. For those of you who don't know how to control recoil that well or efficiently, this might be a unwelcome change to you, and you might have to, you know, get used to it. But other than that, if you do know how to control the recoil, this shouldn't be, you know, any different. The M4 or the M16A3 doesn't really feel that different at all, and therefore, you know, it feels the same. It just feels the same. But the only true difference is that at long range you're probably gonna have to slow down your shots a little more than usual, but close to medium range is it just feels exactly the same. So doesn't seem that DICE nerfed this too bad. It nerfed it just enough to the point where it's not, I guess, great in all situations in a sense, like it was before. But in my opinion, it was whatever. I really didn't care too much about it. Now, last but not least, I'm going to be talking about the LMGs. The LMGs got an unnecessary buff, in my opinion. I'm not trying to hate on the support class or the LMGs in general. I just feel that the LMGs didn't need to have this buff. It was kind of unnecessary. So, for one, the LMGs got a standing ADS increase, or basically aim down sights accuracy. So basically, if a LMG is just standing and ADSing you, he will have more accuracy than he did before. I don't know why DICE is trying to, make the LMGs more like assault rifles, but if that's what their goal is, I think they should stop that, because, well, it's not an assault rifle, it's an LMG. They should keep it that way. And now the other one is the buff for the bipods. At least for the belt-fed LMGs, the bipods got those guns got an increase when they're using the bipods. Their increase of accuracy is, I think it's supposed to be more than it was before the patch. And before the patch, the bipods were stupid, so now the bipods are even more stupid. The first day that I played with the patch, I saw everyone pretty much using LMGs, and it was quite dumb. The PKP became, a fad, and a lot of newer players started using the PKP and started doing really well. The PKP was probably one of the most overpowered LMGs like in the very beginning of the game, and because it did so much damage and the recoil was extremely manageable. I think the damage is like 34 max, and like I don't know what the minimum is, but you can look that up. I'm not gonna babysit you on that. But basically, it was just really, really good. So I really don't think that DICE should have buffed the LMGs. They should just did a little. I don't know. They should have done something different besides buffing the bipods. For instance, I mean, I said in a past commentaries that the bipods made LMGs pretty much 200 round sniper rifles, and well, that was the case. I mean, that they could just shoot long range, and they have no penalty for it. So I don't know what DICE was thinking. Like I said again, but I don't know. It's their game. I guess they can do whatever the hell they want. But that pretty much wraps up the patch notes that I wanted to talk about. Oh, actually, there's one more thing that I kind of missed that I really wanted to talk about, and that was the grenades. Now, I don't really remember if I actually read them in the actual patch notes or if it was just a leaked patch notes, but in the patch notes that I read a while ago, I heard or I read that they were going to change the colors of the grenades. When you're using the or when a teammate throws a grenade, it'll be a different color than when an enemy throws a grenade at you. So what's a friendly and what's not, because so many times have I played Metro or Strike at Karkand or any other map for that matter, and basically I see an orange dot on the ground. I don't know if it's my teammates or what, so I just run the hell away. Usually, it's fine. I run away and I'm safe. But sometimes when I run away, it's really bad because I have to turn my back and run away from the grenade. And when that happens, I have the possibility of getting shot, and that's of course never good. So I was hoping they were actually going to put this in the game. Apparently they didn't. Maybe if we're lucky, they might put it in when the DLC drops for PS or PC and Xbox, but I highly doubt it. It'd be a great addition to the game, but I don't know. I don't know if DICE wants to do it. But that pretty much wraps up this video. I know it was kind of a long video, but since I haven't been, making a video for about a week or so, I think you guys deserved it. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and like always, leave a comment down below, tell me what you thought. Give me a like or dislike, so I know for sure. If you like what you saw, go and subscribe to my channel. Once again, my name is T-Space, and I will catch you guys later.